must be created. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It is never being too old to hold hands. It is remembering to say I love you at the end of each day. It is never going to bed angry. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget. It is giving each other a safe place in which to grow. It is not only marrying the right person, it is being the right partner.
It's June 1st, 1978, and I walk into Realty Furniture to start my new job. And your mom's sitting behind the desk in the office, and I always tell her Maxwell's silver hammer came down on my head, and I never woke up since. So that was the day we met.
What was your first impression of Dad, Mom?
I thought he was so cute. I called my sister on the phone and said, "You've got to see the cute guy Dad's got working at the store."
Nice.
She just laughed at me, and I said, "Finally, somebody our age."
When did you first ask Mom out?
Well, you know, it took a while because I had to do a lot of reconnaissance work. I drove truck with her brother delivering furniture and stuff. So, of course, you know, I had to prod him. I had to get the info. So I said, so what's up with your sister, you know? And he's like, why? And I was like, because I might be interested. And then, of course, you know, she had a boyfriend that she was going out with for 3 years. And
Who told me he was going to break up with me because my family was moving to Arizona. That was the reason for the going out of business.
right.
At the end of the summer, I was leaving with my family to move away.
So their relationship was doomed as far as he was concerned. Right. So I thought, well, you know, why don't you ask your sister if she'd be interested in, you know, going out with me at least for the summer, you know, or, you know, hook up for a little bit.
That was it. Our first date was a drive-in. It was very romantic.
Oh, yeah.
I got
Drive-in
lost.
Drive-in movie.
When I went to the bathroom, I got lost. I couldn't find the car. He's just watching me walk up and down the road, the ditzy blonde.
I thought to myself, yeah. I already like this girl.
She's got no sense of direction.
Yeah, one of my favorite things is, and it was legal at the time, was we took a case of Shorties, which is 35 bottles of beer in a case. And when the movie started, I told her I'll race you to the 18th beer, because if we each drink 17, there's one left. And to my total amazement, we got to number 18 about the same time. So I knew right away she was the one for me.
Now I know why he let me walk around the parking lot.
Oh, that was
catching up on beers.
That was just for fun.
All right, so then tell me what happened then at the end of the summer when you guys had to break up.
Well, we never broke up.
Thought we'd try the long distance thing.
Yeah, you know, I'll write you every day. I'll call you all the time, and you know.
He did. He wrote me every day.
Every day. So I decided, well, what I'll do is I'll surprise her, and I'll fly out to Phoenix, and I won't tell her I'm coming. I won't tell anyone in the family. I'll just show up. I thought that would be awesome. So I arranged for the time off and got the ticket, and you tell the part about the phone call.
Yeah, we used to always talk on the phone on Friday night, and he told me, I can't talk to you on Friday. I've got plans. I can't tell you what I'm doing, but just make sure you're home on Saturday. I'll call you on Saturday, and just make sure you're there then. You know, Saturday around 7 o'clock, I'll call you. And I'm like, well, why can't you talk to me Friday? And he said, I can't. I got something going on. I can't. And he wouldn't tell me. So I told my sister, I thought for sure he was going to break up with me. It was too much. It was too far away. We didn't really know each other that well. And that was my fear. And I was waiting for the phone call, and instead there was a knock at the door.
So instead I fly into Phoenix, and I, you know, hop in a taxi. I have no idea, first time there. and give the guy the address, drops me off, and I walk up to the door, bum, 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 and her sister answers the door, and she was about 15 at the time, and her jaw just dropped to the floor, and I was like, shh, quiet, I want to surprise Sherry. And then I look down the hallway, and Sherry comes out of the bathroom, and she sees me, and she screams. She's like, ah! And then she runs back in and slams the door. And I was like, wow, that's a good greeting. So
Were you
anyway,
freaked out there?
yeah, I think she totally
Just a
freaked
little.
out. Yeah. Everyone was freaking out because I didn't even tell her father. I didn't tell anybody, you know, that I was coming. So then she came out. When I left, you know, after spending that week with her out there, that was like the first week of October. So, I mean, we didn't know each other long, like 4 or 5 months, but I knew that was it for me, you know. So her and her family were going to come back for Thanksgiving in November, visit her mom, and spend 4 or 5 days. So I bought a ring and planned on asking her to marry me, which I never really did.
It was my first night in town, and we were up in his apartment, and he hands me this cute little velvet jewelry box, and I thought it was earrings because I had just gotten my ears pierced while we were out in Arizona. And I opened the box. He didn't say anything. He just looked at me. He's like, here's a present for you. I'm like, well, it's your birthday. And he said, no, I got you a little something. And I opened the box, and it's an engagement ring. And I'm just like shocked. I didn't know what to say.
She's looking at me.
I'm looking at him, and he goes, well? I'm like, you didn't ask me anything.
I go, well? And, you know, I skipped the knee on the floor and how much I love you and will you spend your life with me. I was just like, well?
Well, hopefully you properly asked her after that.
I don't know if
I don't know.
I don't know. I think we both get asked a lot, like, what's the secret to your, you know, what's the secret to a long marriage? You know, people just don't stay married that long anymore. And, you know, so I kind of devised my personal formula is the 4 C's of marriage. And first would be communication. Of course, you know, that's the groundwork for any relationship with anybody, you know. Second is
Cooperation.
cooperation. That leads to number 3, which is compromise. You're constantly doing that, whether it's with each other or my number 1 most important one, of course, is copulation. And I don't think any marriage can survive without regular exercise in copulation.
Well, she can edit it. You know?
Yeah, it's okay.
No, you can't edit this.
Oh my gosh, I gotta see.